Alright, welcome to the Syndrome vs. xxxprod best of 3 set from the returning tournament. Okay. Okay, never mind. Just screw the rules, I guess. We're just going to All Systems Go. Cool.
Help me, I'm scared.
Doesn't matter, I guess. Looks like Prod is trying to block off the left path. Or is he trying? No, he's trying. I think he's trying to set something up there. I don't know. Yeah, no problems with him making it through. If there's wires, definitely something can be set up here. Syndrome's reminding me of that one setup from Vid vs. Syndrome in Scholarship. Ooh, that's hard. Yeah, that's a hard setup. You can still cheese it, I think, can you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bucks. No, you can't. Maybe I think you can get a corner jump, maybe. Ooh, Prod almost gets it. I'm not sure why Syndrome's a monkey, but whatever. Yeah, Prod got really close all 4 times. Can Syndrome make it? Syndrome's trying to cheese it. I guess that could be the right option. I'm not sure why he's monkey. I feel like that's definitely hindering him. Maybe he plays monkey now and I just didn't realize. Oh! Syndrome makes it. It's just a matter of can he make it past this wire. And he can. That's probably a point. For Syndrome. Oh, there's another wire jump. I didn't even see that. Oh. He's getting really close. And that's a point for Syndrome. So already, Syndrome is up 1-0.
Jesus Christ.
And wow, okay. I was not expecting that round 1. Just Syndrome doesn't like that. Did he just make that impossible? That's doable, right? The black hole. Is that possible?
Okay, after this mission, I think.
No, that's possible. You can jump off the left wall, I think. Prod failing the precision again. Oh, Prod gets it. Can he just make the black hole? And he doesn't. I think he tried to jump to the right. Because he was facing towards... Yeah, no, Prod's doing the wrong... Oh, wait. No, you can jump up. Then wall jump off the left wall and over to the right. I'm not gonna say anything. Actually, nah. I'm gonna say something. Oh, okay. That black hole's definitely very hard, though, I will say. So I thought he was actually saying it's impossible. Okay, so he places a box there. I guess that's a smart option. I'm just gonna go here so I don't have to hold B. Yeah, it's probably faster too. Prod makes it without any problem. Oh, Syndrome falls off the corner. He does it again! Oh my god! Okay, Syndrome doesn't do it a 3rd time, thankfully. And Prod gets to the end. Oh, Syndrome died to the hidden R spike in the flower. Oh, that sucks. That's unfortunate. Syndrome has this, I think. I mean, he's able to do this. He literally proved it last round. Or not last round, 2 rounds ago. Can he make the wire jump? He dies to the wire jump. It's up 1-1.
How do I charge up the
Wow.
charge blade?
I was not expecting it to already be 1-1, 4 rounds in. Syndrome dead. Okay. Is Prod trying to? I think Prod's trying to force the airborne R spike. Oh, that's evil. I wasn't looking, but I think Prod was not taking the wide jump to wire jump. I could be wrong about that because I wasn't really looking again, but yeah, I think Syndrome doesn't want that that R spike crouch. Prod dies to the why that Syndrome setup. Oh, Prod almost makes it. Syndrome gets the wide jump to wire jump. Wow. Honestly, I was kind of expecting both of them just to die like every single time to it. Wait, Prod got it? Wait, what? When did you do that?
I was about to.
Oh my god. Yeah, Syndrome gets a point. Can Prod make it though? He bails out. Yeah, smart. And Prod makes it. Wow, okay. It's either 7 or 6. It's been 5 or 6 rounds, I think. I think 6 though. Hopefully I'm not distracting them by accident. What is his plan here? You can definitely create some precision there.
Yes. Round first. Where'd you go?
Syndrome wanted to place an arrow going through there to add some timing.
What does a famous?
Alright. Places an arrow at the top. Syndrome, no problem with that wide jump. Wow. He's playing a lot better than I was expecting him to play. Oh, that black hole is so evil. Who placed that? Was that Prod? Judging by the oh my god quick chat that Syndrome placed, I'm assuming it was Prod. I'm not paying attention. I should really pay attention more. And Syndrome on his final life. This is definitely a hard wide jump. That's a hard setup. I don't blame them for dying there a ton. Oh, barrel. Okay, there's a barrel. I'm assuming, yeah, Syndrome placed a barrel below the black hole. Okay, this is a wide jump. They're both... Syndrome is struggling on it for a little bit. I don't know why. Oh, and Prod dies to it as well. Actually, that's a lot trickier than I thought it was. Not only is there the R spike, there's also the arrow and the flower to worry about. Plus the wide jump, which pretty much just makes it harder to avoid the flower unless you're like really fast. Yeah, Prod's trying to jump instantly. I would try to bait out the flower. Oh, the spike ball's gone. I didn't even notice that. Where like the Y jump is. Syndrome dies to the Y jump, which is interesting. I'm definitely losing things to say. I'm not good at speaking. 20 seconds left. Or I guess 15 now. Syndrome still has this. He just needs to go flawlessly.
Access the research for those monsters.
Wait, no way. He had it. Oh my god, he actually had it. Syndrome?
Oh, monster guy.
No! Oh, he's right at the flag. Oh.
Okay. So just stuff for,
What are they gonna go for?
information on the materials and how to get them.
Prod just placed something at the end. I'm not sure. What? He placed another flower
Okay,
there.
so
Cool.
it gives a tip or two in
What is Syndrome placed?
that, so-
He placed like some wood. Just some wood. Now here's a door. Syndrome. I don't really know what's going on. I just don't really care for doors. Prod makes it. Looking like there's no problem there. And Syndrome. I think Syndrome probably forced the door path, and Prod dies to the black hole wire thing. The Syndrome almost got it. Oh, wait. Syndrome has it. Can he make this final part, though? And that's a point for Syndrome if Prod doesn't make it.
Just the general stock manager. Yeah, okay, so
If I was Prod, I'd probably either get rid of the black hole, or put like more wood underneath the final wire jump there. And that's also a point for Syndrome.
Okay, so basically it's like a bomb that
2 to 1 now, so I think Syndrome might have this. Prod could still bring it back. But who knows? I'm not sure. Oh, that's an interesting flower. Syndrome forces a Y jump at the very end. Interesting. And they're both up here. Both of them makes it through the Y jump perfectly. No problems with that. Prod dies to the slide jump and Syndrome makes it. Oh, Prod dies to the black hole at the very beginning too. Oh, Syndrome dies to the wire jump there. But yeah, still, if I was Prod, I'd still make that black hole wire jump setup easier, or just get rid of the black hole or the wire. I would probably say the wire, actually. Either that or just place wood underneath. Oh, as I say that, Prod instantly gets it, and he dies while trying to perfectly place himself there. I'm not sure how to describe that. 20 seconds left. Syndrome's on his final life. It's probably over for him, though. I think there's I think there's 3 or 4 rounds left. Yeah, I don't think Syndrome can make this. Absolutely. Yeah, no, he can't. No way.
Oh, okay.
So, Prod forces a Y jump squeeze. Interesting. Wait. Oh, is Syndrome gonna force going through the one-way? Oh god, please don't tell me that's a one-way. Like, that's a really wacky one-way door setup. Because I don't want to do that in this. I guess it's not against me, but still. Yep, yeah, Prod makes the black hole wire jump easier with that hydrant. What is Syndrome doing? I'm not terribly sure what he's going for here. Everyone always does that. They like with the advanced slide jump like that, they always like just start sliding like slowly down and then they align themselves or something, like what Prod did earlier. Like it's just easier just to instantly run off and then like do the jump. It's just so much easier to do that. Oh, Syndrome. Prod having a lot of struggle with this white. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know why people do that for slide jumps. Like, for that specific slide jump. It's easier just to not, slide down. Oh, and he dies to the wire. So either way, the wire's still terrible for him. Syndrome is over there now. Oh, he gets kind of blocked off by the water there. Syndrome makes it. Oh, and Syndrome doesn't jump in time. Oh. Prod, this is not possible. Yeah, no, it's not. Prod can still turn this around. Don't count him out yet. Really, Prod?
2 hours, something like that.
Prod having no problems with this so far. Yeah, I think the play here. Oh, okay, so you can just drop the. Oh, Prod. Oh, that was close. That was way too close. Oh, and Prod dies anyways. Okay. This is really interesting. Oh, Syndrome dies to slide jump. I didn't think anyone would die there. Okay, so they're both at the beginning. Never mind. Well, Prod is on his final life. Both seemingly having no problems. Prod gets down to the black hole again. Oh, Prod makes it. Can he do the Y jump in time? Oh, he can! If Syndrome doesn't get this in time, it's 2-2. Oh! Wow, okay. I was not expecting a tie game. Prod makes a flower there, and Syndrome places a chainsaw there. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so Prod is just adding a bit of difficulty to that setup. Is he forcing a Terry? That's a Terry! I think so. The Syndrome, wow. I mean, last turn, might as well just have Hell break loose. I'm honestly really surprised none of them tried to go, take the cheese. That timing is awful, though, I will say. I'll see who really wants to commentate with me. The Prod? What? The Prod? Oh wait, is it actually? Wait, no, it is impossible. It's last turn, anyways. Tiebreak. It's been a 27-minute match so far, or the recording's been 27 minutes. Probably like 25 minutes, actually, but still. Wait, no, it was possible the entire time. It was possible. It was definitely possible. I think Syndrome sees it now. Syndrome sees it. Yeah, I think he sees it now. I think I know what he's trying to do, though. Yeah, Syndrome definitely sees how to do it now. That is possible. This is also kind of bad, though, I will say. I don't like this. Oh, yeah, okay. There you go. Yeah, Syndrome finds that out. You can just take the R spike and... Oh! That's another way of doing a Syndrome. I didn't think about that. Okay, we're at the Terry now. Oh, that's not a Terry, that's just a sprint jump. It would have been cool if it was a Terry, though, I will say. He's at the Y jump squeeze. This is what Syndrome died to earlier. Prod is on his final life. Syndrome gets into the gap, but he doesn't jump in time. Syndrome makes it. Is this it? I'm just gonna save this just in case. And that's it. Game 1 goes to Syndrome. Alright, game 2. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, I guess over here now. I should have probably done a trash island here, actually, but whatever. I don't think they're gonna go over to the left anyways. Okay, so they're going down. Interesting. I never see this path, like, actually used. This is really interesting. It's so short, though. I'm assuming they're gonna block off that bottom path that Prod is at right now. Prod dies to it anyways. It'd be probably smart. Oh my god, Syndrome 2. It'd probably be smarter if you just went with the other route. Like the upper path. Because that probably makes him more consistently. No, but both of them are still just going this route. Syndrome makes it. Don't tell me Syndrome gets a point round 1. Don't tell me. No. Please don't. Oh my god. Don't tell me. No! No! Round 1? Jump! Okay, he's getting a bit cocky here. He's really feeling it. Oh god. Actually, I think it'd be a smarter idea to actually force the bottom route, because he realized that he's a lot better at it than Prod is. What is he going for here? Sorry for moving my chair. Okay, so can they make the saw squeeze? Oh, Prod dies. Syndrome doing really well on those light quick jumps. Syndrome makes the saw squeeze. Can he make the final jump though? Okay, so he can. Good. Please don't get another point. Please don't get another point. Prod is really struggling with this. Syndrome made a good build. Wait, no. Prod forced that, right? Or am I dumb? I'm pretty sure Prod put the one-way door. I could be absolutely wrong about that, but... no, he did. He absolutely did. Because this round, 20 seconds. Okay. Thank God. I did not want 2 points. Game. Or, not game. It's round 2. Oh! I think Prod is trying to force the top route now? Because without that fire, you can still make it by doing like a wall jump off of that tiny little island platform. So that's still possible. Oh, Prod dies to his own spike. Was that his own spike ball? I'm not sure. I should have really been paying attention. Oh my God, I'm not though. I'll pay attention now. Promise. Oh, Prod gets the soft squeeze instead of Syndrome this time. Yeah, Prod's going the top route. Okay, so Prod makes it. Also, I love that the UCS version of it, like, takes out one of the platforms, like, around the end. Like, I just always found that kind of funny. I don't know why I did, but I just did. It's so weird why the UCS version does that. Oh, you can also do this as well decently easily. Yeah, Syndrome has that, absolutely. Still 1-0 in favor of Syndrome. And Prod forces a spike ball up there, which is actually a really hard spike ball. The arrow's okay. Actually, no, the arrow's kind of smart. Because it makes Prod's path a bit harder. Because Syndrome took the bottom route, Prod took the top route. And with Prod taking the top route, he has to go with that arrow, and what? Syndrome, instead of just straight up dropping down instantly, he decides to go to the left and die to his spike ball for it. Okay, oh, Prod gets blocked out by the one-way jank. I don't like one-way doors in this game. They're just so janky. Like, I guess that wasn't really janky, but I guess it kind of was, because it just instantly pushes you out, and it just, without your permission, it just, goodbye. Prod is at the end here. He's still going the top route, which honestly, I think is actually the harder route, to be honest. Syndrome makes the saw squeeze and dies to the spike ball. Is it gonna be 1-1? Oh my God, it's 1-1. 8 turns left. Wow. Are we gonna have a repeat? That's insane. Okay. Prod puts the... okay, so that's a grip jump. Or, okay. Just be Prod and just don't do the grip jump. Grip jump is a lot... what? Why are you trying to wall jump that? I guess you can block up the grip jump and then do a wall jump. Oh! Prod, what? Okay, so he dies for it anyways. I guess both... okay, so they're both going for the wall jump. I would go for the grip jump and then try to block off the wall jump. And Syndrome not Syndrome. Prod dies to the spike ball there. Syndrome can make this 2-1, but he dies to the same spike ball. Oh my God. Oh, Okay, it's still 1-1. There's 7 rounds remaining. Are we gonna go to another tiebreaker or something? Ice fingers. Yeah, nice excuse, bro. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. Syndrome puts wires there, then Prod. I think Prod just put that there out of panic. Oh, there's a fire hydrant there now. Maybe he was not out of panic. I don't know. Maybe he just grabbed something random. I don't know. I mean, many players kind of place things just randomly because they usually just don't really think that much. Okay, so Prod hits the corner, and Syndrome makes it perfectly fine. Oh, Prod gets a squeeze though. At the beginning of the game, it really looked like Syndrome was really... Oh! Syndrome was just definitely a lot better at the saw squeeze, but now it seems like they're kind of even, but Prod is getting it more consistently, I think? Syndrome's at the end here. Oh, and he dies to the final jump! Risky play with that T-Spike, oh my god, they're both just going ham on it. Syndrome dies to the saw squeeze while Prod makes it. Oh, I'm not sure if that was like delay lag or anything, but I definitely saw that Prod got pushed a bit. Can Prod make this? This is hard. It's a lot of timing. Prod made it. Oh my god. It's 2-1 with 6 rounds left. Syndrome? Okay. There he is. Syndrome just had to think about that for a second. He just contemplated his life choices. For just a hot second there. Is Prod forcing going up or down? Because at this rate, I'm not sure. He has the advantage, so... Okay, it looks like he's forcing up. Because I don't think he can actually go down. I don't think that's possible. Yep, Prod dies to the first T-Spike. Okay, so he is forcing the up path. Okay. Oh, Syndrome tries to cheese it, while Prod just gets the sauce and dies to the spike ball instantly. I'm not sure why they're dying to the spike ball. Maybe it's actually kind of hard to not die there. I don't know. Or Torment Nerves. Either way. Oh, Syndrome... Not Syndrome. I keep on mixing up their names. Prod dies to the saw squeeze. And Syndrome does this time. Oh, Prod makes the saw squeeze, but then gets kicked out by the one way. Oh, Prod got it again and then died again. Holy crap. This is... Oh, wow, okay. So, Prod is still going up 2-1 with 5 rounds remaining. My god. Sure, Prod. I think they can both Terry jump. I'm not sure. Because at this point, I would just set up a Terry jump. You can literally just make the saw squeeze a Terry jump. Honestly. It's definitely harder than a regular Terry jump for sure. But you can still make it a Terry. Oh, he gets kicked out by the one way again. I'm kind of surprised that they haven't really tried trying to just cheese the saw squeeze by one of them going up and then the other one. Yep, there you go. Instantly as I say that. And Syndrome dies to the spike ball. Look at this wholesome sportsmanship. Syndrome legging. Oh, the ending's slightly easier. I think Prod did that. Prod makes it. Oh wait, is it gonna be a 3-1? No way. 3-1. Prod. With 4 rounds remaining. I almost just placed by accident. Oh. Okay, actually, for once, someone grabs the honey. I never see the honey actually used. Oh, wait. Syndrome. What? What are you doing, Syndrome? Syndrome just blocked off his own path. And now he's forcing Prod's path. Sorry, Prod, but that was a horrible build. Prod is really choking now. Is it gonna go to game 3? Seriously? Come on. Pasio, stop DMing me. Okay, so there's 3 rounds of main, and it's still 3-1. Stop talking, Pasio, please. Okay, that's smart. I think. I don't know, to be honest. He makes it a harder saw squeeze. Interesting. Okay, so I think he's just trying to add more general difficulty to the map. And I'm not terribly sure what Syndrome's going for. I think he's trying to go for some precision or something. But yeah, this is definitely a lot easier for Syndrome, but also Prod at the same time. Oh! There's now timing. There's definitely now timing of that. This is hard too. Was Prod trying to let him in? How did Syndrome not take the path? I guess he reacted a bit too late. Prod has no problems with that tennis ball at all. He's just getting that flawlessly. Oh, and Syndrome. Honestly, I thought Syndrome would actually win this. Maybe he does in game 3, I don't know. This map is really favoring Prod. Then he dies to a saw squeeze, but still. Syndrome is dead. Can he make this a 4-1? If he scores a point right now, then it's over. He has 15 seconds to do it. Oh, he couldn't get the coyote. I think he got a bit nervous there. 2 turns left. This is the final turn for Syndrome to make a move. Otherwise, he's done. And we're going to game 3. Okay. So Prod trying to make saw squeeze not a saw squeeze anymore. Interesting by Prod getting rid of that one gap. I guess he was kind of dying to it. He was getting the saw squeeze more consistently, but he would also die to that spike ball. Like, and there you go, Syndrome. Yeah, there's the Syndrome needs pretty much all the cheese he can get. They're both choking so hard right now. And so am I, apparently. There's now something in my throat. Oh, they're both on their final life. If Prod dies, then it's over. Prod! Oh, that's hard. That's actually really hard. Oh, and that's it. That's it. We're going to game 3, boys. Alright. This is the final game for all the marbles. Okay. So I'm not really expecting any of them to really die here and get a point in round 1. Never mind. As I say that, there could be a point in round 1. Please, don't have a point in round 1. I don't want to do that again. No way. No way. Syndrome, please don't. Syndrome, I think Syndrome's having a mentality block after losing to the second game. He's starting to lose his ability to play. No! No. Don't tell me. No. No way. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Round 1 again. Prod, what are you doing? Prod's transparent now. Yes. Yeah, you can. Is that 2 different coin vaults in one? No, it's only 1, okay. Coin vaults are perfectly allowed. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. So, yeah, they're allowed. Yeah, Prod has no problems with that. Syndrome, finally he gets it. After embarrassing himself, round 1. Oh, that's hard. It could be easier than I think, but... I mean, this corn vault is probably the easiest one in my opinion. Yeah, Prod has no problems with that so far. No. Okay, so Syndrome dies to the Wrecking Ball. Syndrome dies again! No way. No. That's it. That's it for him. Are you kidding me? It's been 2 rounds into the game. And he's already up by 2 points. Oh my god. I would actually... How funny would it be if he gets a 5-0 in the first 5 rounds? Okay, he places a spring there. Oh. Prod adding some difficulty there. I think that's kind of a bad move, honestly. Syndrome is clearly not making it over there. Like, he can't get the corner ball. Like, it's definitely very clear that he's definitely struggling with it a ton. So, Prod adding extra difficulty after the corner vault just only gives the difficulty to himself. I mean, I guess I did that too against Super Horse in Game 2 of BCS once, and then it actually worked out my favor because Super finally got past there, then tied to the setup that I placed. But still, for the most part, it's kind of a bad play. Cheater. Or I'm not sure why he's up here, but okay. Oh! Okay, I see now. I see why I was up there. Oh wait, Prod is on his final life. I didn't even realize that. What was he dying to? The tennis? Okay, so 20 setups. I mean, seconds. Speaking is hard. Yeah, see, Syndrome can't get past there. Can't get past the quarter vault. And Prod can, and Prod probably just died to the wire a few times that he set up. So it really only hurts himself more than Syndrome. Because Syndrome still can't get there. I mean, I guess if Syndrome does get there, it's still gonna be really hard. Not like really hard, but it's still gonna definitely be a lot harder for Syndrome to make it past. Anyways, but yeah, 9. But oh, I see. Okay. With 2 people, that's definitely gonna be a little bit janky, but okay. Syndrome just want to make that as easy as he can. Okay, interesting. Okay, I kind of like that flower, to be honest, but whatever. Okay, so he's going for the squeeze jump instead of the method that I probably would have used. Just jump in and then have the close on you so you can finally jump in, but... Oh, they're both going for the squeeze. Okay. Prod makes it no problem. Oh, that was close. Yeah, Syndrome makes it too. Alright. 8, and it's still 2-0 to Prod. What is he going for here? 2 one-ways. The more the merrier. Except in this case, it's one-way doors. I don't know why I'm trying to think about which one to grab, because I can literally just put them in the trash island instantly. I do love this map actually has, like, a few trash islands in it. Like, I'm not sure if it was on purpose or anything, but I think Bojack probably put those trash islands there on purpose. Fraud. Making it. And Syndrome also making it. Oh, wait. Prod entered, or left the gap and went over to the left. Syndrome went over to the right. I would really like to see someone block off that specific path. It doesn't really do that much. One of them has a flower, one of them doesn't, but still. It would still be kind of a good observation, decent, and a decent build overall. I was about to say, can you cheese that? No, you can't. But it would have been kind of funny. Oh my god, he went for the corner jump. Is he gonna force that? And Syndrome makes it. 7 rounds remaining, and it's still 2-0 in Prod's favor. Honestly, I don't see Syndrome making this one back. I mean, there's still 7 rounds remaining for him to make it back. But I just don't think he's gonna make it back. I think his mentality from losing the second game kind of got worse. So now he's definitely struggling a lot more. Prod is definitely just making this a lot more easier than what's his name? Syndrome is. Is that possible? I hope that's possible. Is it? Is that doable? Okay. It is, thank God. How do you know that? I don't know how you know specifically, like, which way is going to be angled. Maybe the shadow is an indicator or something, but I don't know. I definitely need to learn it. Oh yeah, Syndrome is messing up a lot over that flower setup. Oh my God, Prod! Wow, six rounds, 3-0 Prod. Oh my God, hacker. Yeah, Prod. I think Prod was the one who blocked off the right path over there. And it's screwing up Syndrome, definitely. What? Wait, why did he bomb that? It would have been probably better to keep it, because Prod was not having any trouble with it. Maybe he wants to set something else up, I don't know. Syndrome didn't get to build in time, that's kind of a bad thing. Yeah, Prod has no problems at all with that. Syndrome... I'm surprised Syndrome hasn't changed that setup yet. Because Syndrome is a really good builder. Like, specifically, like, oh my God, Prod, are you kidding me? No lives lost. Are you serious? Prod, he literally lost game 1, and now he's owning it. Finally, Syndrome makes it on his final life. Can he make the rest of this? Oh no! 5 rounds remain. 4-0 to Prod. Oh, that sucks. Honestly, I don't think Syndrome is making this one back. If he does, stop, bro. If he does make this back, then that's just the comeback of the century. Like, the comeback of this game's history. Because, like, no way you're making that back. Can you do that? No, you can. Yeah, no, you can just jump off there. And then just jump over. It would be really funny if one of them tries to set up the Kaya to jump. Like, between the spike ball and the spring. That'd be really funny. Getting that hard precision. Oh, Prod is now dying to it. Syndrome makes it. Interesting. The tables are turning. Prod wasn't kidding when he said next round is yours again. Okay, never mind. Syndrome dies. Prod makes it again. Okay. Oh, Prod, he gets killed by some some one-way jankiness. And I didn't even know what Syndrome died to. I was paying attention to Prod. Oh, 20 seconds left. Oh, what did Prod die to? Did he die to the Wrecking Ball? There's 13 seconds. Syndrome can still make it, and he doesn't. 4 rounds remain. It's still doable. This is the last round. Where, Syndrome can do something. Fuck. I think Syndrome's getting a mentality block now. Can I jump up there? Okay, no I can't. I'm just gonna spam that. Okay, prod. He's perfectly fine with that. Syndrome still is dying to it. Why is he not changing it? That's so ridiculous to me. Oh, that's it. Oh wait, no, never mind. Commentator's curse. Prod dies to the final wire. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was literally about to pick up the controller and just save the map. Damn. Yeah, okay, never mind, that's it. Okay. Prod versus Syndrome. Round 3. And that's the set. Well, thank you for joining me in this really interesting set. I don't really have anything to really say about that. I mean, the first game, it was really close, going to tiebreaker. Jesus Christ, that was intense. It was really fun commentating this, actually. And I'll see you in the next set that I commentate.